We're out here in the chicken house today, getting our bedding ready for the biddies. We've already got it chopped up pretty good. We're fixing to run the cruster over it and finish it up though. I think it's gonna come out pretty good. We're on summer flock, so it's real dry. So we use a machine, we do, to break it up. And it's called a pulverizer or a litter saver. We run this thing to break it up, and what it does is it runs over it and takes them paddles and breaks everything up into smaller pieces. Now if we break it up into smaller pieces, when we run the next machine across it, we don't have to pull as much out, so it's a little bit quicker and we can keep more bedding in there, especially for the winter. Now that stuff's always working, so in the winter, what it does, if we keep 6-8 inches in the house, it helps heat the house so we don't have to spend as much on heating it. So we want to make sure that we keep a decent amount in there. So that's what we're doing right now, is we're running over it with the litter saver, and then we're going to crust all the larger pieces out that didn't break up, and we're going to bring them out to the litter shed. Now this is Krusty. She ain't pretty, but she does the job. And what it does is it takes this wheel and breaks up anything that's very large, and it also helps throw it up onto the lift. After that wheel throws it up on the lift, this thing pulls it across a sifter, and it sifts out the smaller pieces that fall back into the chicken house for bedding. And the larger pieces, they create ammonia. They're just full of ammonia, so we want to make sure we get those out. It takes and brings them back into this conveyor belt. This bed has a conveyor belt on it that spins, and these things push the litter to the back so we can fill the whole thing up. We don't have it full right now because we just finished the house, but that's the idea, and once it gets to the back, it's full. After it gets to the back and it's full, you bring it to the poop shed. And this conveyor belt right here will pull it all out, and this hydraulic will lift this gate to push it out into these piles. These will heat up really hot for the next 2 or 3 weeks, and there'll be a lot more of these when we get done. And then once they are hot and heat, we're going to take and put them into a larger pile, but we don't want to put them in the larger pile first because it could create a fire, because all that bacteria is in there working, burning off all the bad stuff. So once they heat, we'll put them in the larger pile, and then they'll sit there for a while. And this will create fertilizer for our cattle pastures. So we're repurposing everything that we do. We repurpose it. And it's not poop going on the cattle pasture, because right now it does have poop in it. But this stuff's working. That bacteria is working, and it's getting rid of all the bad stuff. And then once it does, we'll put it up into a larger heap, and it'll get rid of a lot more of the bad stuff. And by the time it gets done, you can kind of tell that back there has a different color and a different texture, and everything about it's a lot different than what we just pulled out right here. That right there is pretty much done. So we'll put that on our cattle pasture to help grow grass, so we don't have to apply nitrogen, because this has already got nitrogen in it, as well as some other good things. It's got a lot more beneficial uses than just nitrogen alone. After we get done with the house, I know we didn't pull a whole lot out because we already had it broke up pretty good. But this is what it looks like when we get it done, and we're getting ready for them little bitties to come out. Check it out. Look at that. That's some good stuff right there. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Perfect. You gotta make sure them bitties are on some good stuff. We got her pretty good. That looks good. They're gonna like that a lot. Happy chickens. Woohoo! So that's how we get our bedding ready for the biddies. So they're super happy, and we keep the ammonia down. So we want to have a nice, good environment when we get our chickens. And happy chicken is a good chicken.